Hi, today I thought I'd focus on the ego and its ability to convince us as human beings that it's our right to live a harmonious, joyful, delightful life where every day is full of sunshine and roses. But of course, reality is different to that, and that is very hard to accept, especially when suffering is ongoing. And I think part of becoming a fulfilled human being and really understanding the purpose of life is to accept suffering in all its forms and to aid ourselves to accept it, and in that process manage it much better so that we become much more humble in our approach to life. That doesn't mean that we don't put energy into overcoming suffering, particularly where we can, but there is much suffering in life that can't be solved instantly. And it's that suffering that, instead of resorting to anger and frustration and all sorts of negative behaviors, which tend to stem from the ego, instead of resorting to those behaviors, if we can become humble and have compassion for ourselves and others around us and accept that suffering, then it is there that we can find true growth. A difficult thing to do, but certainly worthwhile focusing on. And with that, I'd like to read a poem that I've put together on the topic of suffering and learning to accept it, and in that process, rising above. Yesterday, I woke with a heavy heart, set adrift on an angry tide, fighting a current that seemed destined to course me in any direction, on an ocean vast and foreign. Nothing familiar, senseless, without meaning, billions of water droplets interested only in their own survival, in a steaming place that seemed bereft of content. And then, without warning, I sank into the abyss with greater darkness and density. It was here that I surrendered, equipped only with a sense of the greater, beyond me, beyond reasoning, and beyond the ego. No revelations, only surrender. And it was here that I began to rise.